Hello everyone, I'm Carlos from emotionalwellnessconsultants.co.uk. I'm an emotional consultant, relationships and sex coach in the United Kingdom. In a conversation with my friends, we agreed that I should make a series of videos explaining the reasons why people are not connecting with each other and failing in their search for a partner. In this first video, we will talk about expectations, in particular, unrealistic expectations. For example, did you know that almost all the unhappiness, disappointment, loneliness, falling out, breakups, conflict, divorces, etc. are the product of unrealistic expectations? Think about it for a minute. These expectations are created by our ego and our mind. We create these expectations constantly during our day-to-day. Every expectation we create is created with the hope and the belief that somehow it will bring us happiness. Expectations are created unconsciously in our minds. They are nothing more than a created illusion that only exists in our mind, and the ego uses it to affirm our self-identity. But see, this creates a paradox. Because if we have a sad experience to tell our friends, we get attention from those around us. That way, we feed our ego and create a pattern. This pattern settles and becomes more and more difficult to break. When we have an expectation that fulfills itself, the happiness that it brings us is short-lived. And we fear that if we tell those around us, we will be seen as presumptuous, that we will make others feel bad because they're not as lucky, or that we will be the object of envy and jealousy, thus losing our friends and loved ones. But if our expectations are not met, then we get empathy, affection, and support from those around us. The disappointment we feel from unfulfilled expectations lasts for days, weeks, months, and even years. Most people self-identify with sad stories. It takes a person with a very conscious mind to define their life with a happy story. As human beings, we need challenges, goals that bring us growth, evolution, and pride from creating something meaningful, and therefore satisfaction. It is important to draw realistic expectations and ask ourselves what we're willing to give and what we have to offer in order to get what we really want. In my sessions, I hear many people say what they're looking for in a partner. Their height, their body type, likes and dislikes, a job, car, this and that, their qualities and expectations regarding their potential partners. But then, when I ask them, what do they have to give in return? The more expectations you have about a partner, the lower the chances of finding it. For example, if you want a home, then any home that is fairly well will do to start. Then you can invest and make improvements that you want and turn it into the home that you want it to be. The only thing that matters is that it has good foundations. Now, if what you're looking for is a mansion, the options become fewer. If you wanted to have a pool, it's even less. And lesser and lesser and lesser. So on and so on. In this example of the house, we know that the house is not a guarantee of a home. It is only a building, and it is superficial. Relationships are exactly the same thing. The important thing is for it to have good foundations and the willingness to invest in order to build and improve until it becomes what we want it to be, which will bring us happiness and fill the void in our lives. This satisfaction and pride is of greater permanency. So, remember that expectations are created in our minds and only live in ideas that do not exist. They are based on the hope that somehow they will bring us happiness and the irresponsible belief that an external factor will eliminate the loneliness we feel and fill the void that we have in our lives. Take good care of yourselves. See you in the next video, and you can find us at emotionalwellnessconsultant.co.uk. Take care. You're important. Bye.